That was weird. My stream just randomly went down. Let's just roll with this and see what happens. Oh, I'm 50 hours in this game. I can't tell. I might be going slower than usual. Maybe I should have done the heaven fight just then. Wait, is that what I wanted? No, I don't think that's what I wanted. There we go. World 3. Yeah, it looks like there's like a set route you're supposed to go. I guess this way? Yeah. That should be it. Nice. Wow, this is it, the final boss. How could we have seen it coming?
Darkness won't work.
Oh god. Are these things just gonna multiply?
Someone finish it off!
Yep.
What? More of them? Gee!
It's the fuzz, dude. They're multiplying.
Lay down and die already!
They also seem really annoying to be.
I couldn't do it. 3 enemies left. You can win.
Alright. Do we have any wind users to try? Severe electric damage. That's like a step above heavy, I guess. Let's try my new physical buddy over here.
Soda!
That sucked.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Alright, let's speed this up.
Come on down!
I'm already using a shit ton of HP. But I guess this is the mini boss, so See if I can status them. No, I was about to say, I think I need to kill all three of these at the same time.
Kanji, that was great.
It ain't going down!
Persona! There! Oh, I can't defeat it.
Alright, I think next turn you should be able to wipe all of them. So I just need to get this guy low enough.
It got back up. Defeat it fast.
Damn, couldn't finish it!
Just 2 left. Come on, this fight's not over. It's over.
This fight's not over, it's over.
Kanji, don't strain yourself.
Alright, please hit. Oh my
You're off to a
god.
good start.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine.
So
There.
who's next?
That wasn't that bad. Yeah, there's no way we would have lost to that. Although, in typical final dungeon fashion, it seems like this is going to be a long one. Let's grab some treasure. Angel Strip. I think I have one of those. Yeah. What does it do? It's pretty good. It's getting very red. How was that not advantage? Oh no.
Uh-oh. It's really strong. Don't use electricity.
Ice or wind? Let's try. I doubt it's weak to ice. Yes.
3 enemies left. You can win this. Awesome, Senpai.
Yo, mind if this is it? Dead meat!
Enemy down. Show 'em what you've got, Kanji.
Two left!
I'm okay. Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai? It's over. It's not
God
working.
damn it.
Don't waste your time with fire attacks. 2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now. Take this! Enemy defeated. That's the spirit, Chie-senpai. Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai?
I feel like my Hanuman is still more useful than the new persona I just fused.
Go for it.
At least her physical attack.
Come on now! Lay down and die already!
Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai? Persona! There! One enemy to go. Keep it up!
Oh wow, the camera can't even see me right now. Let's see.
Careful,
Boy.
that enemy's immune to wind.
Persona!
Awesome, Senpai. You really hit it hard.
Wow, does each hit of those have a chance to crit? That's pretty cool.
Three of them. Don't give up now, okay?
It ain't going down!
Can you guys die already?
It's over. Two left. It will end here.
Wow. I don't know how I messed that up, but sure. Yes. Yes. That's the best one so far.
Ooh, did I level up?
8,000 experience.
Gotta keep at it!
Snuff sword. Okay. How is that an advantage? I don't understand how this works.
This one's strong. Watch yourselves.
Persona!
I didn't heal.
Three enemies left. You can win this.
Try all the elements. Except wind, because I don't have it.
Lay down and die already!
Persona! It's not working. This can't be.
That was a terrible turn. I had all the time in the world and I didn't even get close to killing any of them.
Whoa, Kanji, that was great.
Ow.
Couldn't finish!
Persona!
Persona!
You're on a roll, Senpai. Two defeated.
No, didn't die. Please no kill. Thank you.
Last one. Go for it. I broke a sweat.
Yes, look at all that experience. It's so beautiful.
Oh, did I level up?
Wow, I didn't even realize this whole time I was only using the medium fire attack. Or like medium levels of magic. Just recently learning all this heavy damage opposed to medium damage. I don't want to fight those things. Alright, floor 4, 5. Oh god, not these things.
That one's immune to it's
Weak
weak
to
to fire.
fire. Who dies?
Take this! Enemy down. Keep it up, Chie-senpai. Persona! It's tough.
No, thank you.
3 enemies left. You can win this.
Come on down! Still 2 of them!
Hear me on the Tyson! 2 enemies down. Let's
Oh, I just noticed their shadows have the like red and white pattern. That's pretty interesting.
Ha! More power for me!
That's not bad.
Kanji's gone berserk! Now! Suzuka Gongen! Enemy down. You did it, Chie-senpai! Hey!
Ugh. Awesome, Chie-senpai!
It's tough. 3 enemies left. You can win this!
Come on down! Lay down
What
and
the
die already!
fuck?
It's over!
These things have a lot of defense or something. Oh shit. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. That's what Belphegor looks like. That's interesting. All I can think of is the Belphegor from Shadowverse, which definitely does not look like that. In fact, Belphegor from Shadowverse is one of my favorite cards in that game. No! Oh god, what are these? Nice.
This one's strong. Watch yourselves. 3 enemies left. You can win this. Persona! It's tough.
Come on down! Lay down and die already!
Senpai,
Oh
are you
no.
okay? Chie-senpai, quick, someone heal her.
Chie-senpai, what about the
Senpai,
main
low on
character?
health. Persona! Get up, senpai. Please get back up. 3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
I don't know, I'm feeling like giving up. God damn it.
It's my turn. You ready for this? Suck it.
Suck
Very
it.
nice. Great move, Kanji. It's a strong one. Don't bother using ice. You okay there, Kanji? Don't strain yourself. Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Oh fuck, I thought that thing died already.
You're too weak.
Ooh, congratulations!
That was a rough one.
I leveled up!
Ha! More power for me.
Yes, I leveled up!
My SP is dwindling again.
This one's strong.
I hate these things.
Take this! Just 2 left. Come on, this
Wow, I
fight's
missed
not over.
both of them. Yeah, Hanuman definitely does the most physical damage for me.
Enemy defeated. Keep up the good work, Kanji.
Come on down. Lay down and die already.
Kanji's acting weird. Someone help him. I can't defeat it.
What was that noise? No, my ex. Ow. What the fuck? Are you saying I took that whole detour just to have my HP hit? It's a trap. And it was indeed a trap. I was about to say earlier, I don't know if I've never run into one, but this is one of the few RPGs I haven't seen like a mimic where there's like a chest monster. Maybe I did fight one, it sounds vaguely familiar. Alright, where are we at? There is a chest monster? Okay, I guess I never fought it yet. Or maybe, I don't, actually now that I think about it, maybe I did fight
Looks
one.
like that one's immune to
What the
wind.
fuck is that?
This one's strong. Watch yourselves.
Oh god, these things are huge.
Take this! Someone finish it off! Whoa, Kanji, that was great!
It they have electric weaknesses?
It ain't going down.
Enemies left. You can win this.
Does it have a fire weakness?
Two left. This one's two enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
Do I have physical? I'm gonna save in case I just die right here. I think I'm up. Oh, I countered it for the kill. Oh fuck, I hate this one. Oh, I suck.
Yeah, leveled up.
God's hand. That's so weird. She learned a heavy and then a severe physical damage, like 3 levels after one another. Just buff GA. I guess that's mostly for boss killing though, right? Oh no.
No, that's not. It's a strong one. Don't lower your guard.
Let's try it.
Take this.
Ow.
3 enemies left. You can win this.
Electric weakness? Nice.
Fantastic, Kanji. Go Kanji. Enemy defeated. Keep up the good work, Kanji.
Ow.
Persona.
Man, I'm already running out of SP again.
Persona.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now. Persona.
Holy shit. That was a lot of damage.
Lay down and die already.
One enemy to go. Keep it up.
They like the God hand. Well, if crit doubles attack damage, that would still do like, or not crit, power charge.
Have I gotten a little
That would still have done 300 damage, which is way more than any other physical attack that I have.
All right,
So,
powered up.
yes, I do like it. That'll be nice. Assuming the bosses aren't physical resistant.
Looks like that one's immune to.
Aye,
Totally.
aye, aye.
Better not lose.
Happy Gene.
Three enemies left. You
Persona.
can win this.
Let's see what weakness.
Someone
No
finish it off.
ice. I can't even test. I'm gonna kill this thing.
Enemy defeated. Keep up the good work, Kanji. It's over.
Okay.
Good job, Hiko Senpai.
Let's just try a base and see how much damage it does.
Quick, someone heal her.
Oh no.
Physical attacks won't work on that. Guys, GA Senpai's really hurt.
Do I not have another ice? Let's try wind.
Last one. Go for it.
Persona.
Alright, well, fuck you too. Is this thing about to kill me? Is this what's happening?
Guys,
What
Geo
about
Senpai's really
lightning?
hurt.
Oh my
Last
god.
one. Go for it. Persona. There. Thank you. Someone finish it off. Physical attacks won't work. So shouldn't someone heal Yukiko?
I literally can't do anything with kanji.
Thank you. Last one. Go for it.
I don't think I can do anything with... Yeah. Well, shit.
Persona. It's tough.
Do I have an ice attack? There we go. That thing sounds disgusting, by the way.
Take this. It's tough. Oh.
Nice. Although that was a lot of effort for not much reward. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back and like actually end the day pretty soon because I can't keep affording the fox. This is maybe I can. Maybe I can actually. I'm close to making up the money I spent on it. Oh
This
boy.
one's strong. Watch yourself. Someone finish it off.
Oh no.
You okay, Senpai? Hang in there.
Stop.
Who's left? Win this.
Come on down. Damn, couldn't finish it.
Persona. There. You're up. Time for a counterattack. This one's strong.
Wait, I could have just been using heat wave.
That's amazing, Yukiko Senpai. Keep it up.
Please die.
It ain't going down.
You say that's very neutral.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
My Yukiko and Kanji are completely out
Good job,
of
Yukiko Senpai.
mana or SP. Oh boy.
Take this.
this had to be this shit. Oh, I fucked it up. I don't think I've ever gotten a card from that. Yeah, so next floor I'm probably gonna have to go back. What am I doing? Jesus. Damn. Hopefully I can make it to the end of this floor.
That's a no-brainer.
Please have electric weak or ice weak. No. Oh man, I don't like
Hey,
these things at
Senpai,
all.
hang in there. Senpai, no! Please get up!
They just randomly just die. Let's see where I last saved. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess let me try and sneak around that guy. Or actually... Wow, what the fuck? I have so many lightning weaknesses. Oh god, I just want to get to the next floor and go back. Ah. Is this just gonna be a giant loop? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so dead. Wait, what the fuck? Ow. My SP. Alright, you know what? Ignore everything. Just get to the floor so I can exit with my progress. Please go away. Yep, it's one of these floors. I have to go all the way around. No, get at the door. Oh no. Okay, let me save here. I don't know if I can beat this with 0 SP left. Fuck. Please be an easy
Kanji's
fight.
confused. Someone help him. Take this! Last one. Go for it.
Do I have an attack button? Do I not have an attack buff? Or is it just the party-wide one? Oh my god. I think that's why I'm using the... Well, usually Kanji's my attack buff, so I guess that's why I don't have it. Please be weak to physical. No.
Kanji's confused. Someone help him. Persona! There!
Alright, one shot him, please.
Someone finish it off. Last one.
That was a lot of damage. There's only Smash, why no BBCF? What are you talking about? Your locals, or... Oh wait, I need to be the one to heal. Your locals. Yeah, I mean, there's one thing about Smash is that you definitely have an offline scene no matter where you go. Could I have something that just buffs attack? That'd be nice. Well, I do actually. But I don't think I want to use it. It's a party game, not a fighting game. I mean, I wouldn't call it a fighting game, but you could definitely compete in it. Well, no, I don't know. Maybe I'm more sympathetic to Smash because I came from Smash, so... My Yukiko right now is completely useless.
Just what I'd expect, GA-senpai. Someone finish it off.
Come on now! It ain't going down!
Whoa, Kanji, are you okay?
Couldn't
You
quite
okay
beat
there,
it.
Kanji? Don't strain yourself.
I gotta kill it this turn.
One enemy to go.
Let's see.
Keep it up.
Come on now!
Yes, thank you. So close.
Congrats, senpai. Hey, I leveled up.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Alright, powered up!
All right, level up.
Wait, it said almost all battles, but the move is called certain escapes. You can't do that. Go back to what place? Whatever, I'm out of here. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the day. Who cares about this? Insects, right? That's not even a hard question. What's up, dude? June. Wow. I can't believe this person has a quest for me this late into the game. Wait. Okay. Nope. What the fuck? Why is Kanji get like no weapons? Okay, that was it. I don't want to spend too much money because I need money to buy personas back if necessary. Oh shit, that's not what I want. You hate your locals? Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's the same thing for me. I technically have locals, but it's only for Smash. Because I live near college, and, you know. Oh, I forgot to register. That's, that was not a smart idea. Whatever. I don't know how useful that is gonna be because it can only do Almighty and... Well, I guess... Yeah, it should be pretty decent actually. Alright, so... I guess I'll go into heaven and do the shadow there.
Let's go.
I will take Naoto, Yukiko, and Chie. Because I think the enemies here are, if I remember correctly, Naoto is pretty important in dealing with a lot of them. So. I gotta start from floor 1. Yeah, this is still probably the best dungeon song in the game, I think. In my opinion. Oh. I didn't see that thing there. Holy fuck. I did so much damage to that. I didn't realize I had become that strong against these enemies. It wasn't too long ago that we fought these things. I just went in a loop. Actually, I hope it's this door up ahead. Hey, what's up, Shadow Swordsman? It's the same team I went for. Usually I don't bring Naoto, actually. But, for this, I wanted to clear any enemies that were in the way. Yeah, it seems pretty decent for dungeon clearing. So I'm just trying to get back to the top floor with the boss there. Swap Naoto Yosuke. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use Kanji, but you know, he actually doesn't seem super useful for me. And I think part of the reason is because for some reason I can't find a better weapon for him. Fuck, I took the longest possible detour. But Chie and Yukiko are definitely great. And Teddy's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, for a while, I mean, for 90% of the game, he was my main physical attacker, but Chie has learned God's hand, so she now triples his DPS with physical damage. This isn't the exit either. As for Yosuke, I don't really know. I didn't really use him too much. Yeah, Yu is the... Well, I mean, because he can use everything. He's like the best for debuffing and buffing because he could have it all. You use Kanji's attack buff, though. Him or Teddy has the party-wide attack buff, which is great. Oh, that's right, I need to put up the bracket. I created a new tournament series, so we'll see how that goes. It's the same old thing, except I won't give a date until we have enough people signed up, so. I think that's the X. No, it's not the X. Fuck. No. Why is that thing so fast? Wow. Can I just auto attack these things? Well, they're only 10 levels below pretty much, but they're so weak now.
Don't give up now, okay? Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Naoto-kun. I couldn't do it. That's what I'd expect, Chie-senpai. Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start. Good move, Naoto-kun. You're on a roll. It's tough. I couldn't defeat it. Keep it up.
There we go. There's so many enemies, Jesus. No, this is just a treasure room. I think I said this last time, but this reminds me a lot of the last dungeon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. At least for the story. It was the Sky Tower. That was a good game. Treasure. I guess it'd be weird if the exit was right next to the entrance. Ooh, that was close. Unfortunately, this does not make for a great viewing experience watching me dodge all the minions and trying to get to the exit. I don't know why I said minions. I guess I've been playing too much League. We should. I think it's one more floor, right? Fairly certain. Alright, I think we're here. No, I lied. Alright. Maybe there's 10 floors. I can't remember. You have a new dog. Congrats. I'm not a huge dog person, but I know a lot of people enjoy their company. What kind of dog is it? Oh, fuck. Oh, double fuck. I rescued him? Okay. So, is it a stray? Yeah, okay. That's good. Hopefully he's healthy and all that. I know my grandma takes in a lot of stray cats. Wow, what the fuck? I thought there was 8 or 9 floors, but I guess there's 10. This is a treasure room. You know, personally, I've never had a pet before. I used to sort of want one when I was younger, but now I don't have as much interest. Oh well, it does sound sort of fun, so maybe in the future. When I have more money to spend, I guess. I always wanted a bird or a fish when I was little. And if I were to get a pet, those would probably be the ones that I got, but you never know. A cat and 2 dogs. They get along.
Oh, that's not good. Darkness won't work. Persona!
No, I should have probably buffed attack first. Wait, why did I bring Naoto if I was gonna dodge all the enemies? Well, fuck.
Persona!
That was dumb.
Last one. Go for it.
It's over. I couldn't do it.
Persona!
Persona. Boom. No! this is the worst.
All yours.
Dash on. Well, I mean, it usually takes animals a little bit to warm up to each other, right? I think. I have no idea. I'm trying to see if I have a single target attack debuff, but I think I just have to use the party-wide one. Oh, there we go. It depends. Okay. There now. I don't know too much about pets since, as you heard, I don't have one. Oh, she only has the single target attack. Oh my god. Dog doesn't trust anyone. Okay.
Someone finish this one off. It's over. I couldn't do it.
Wow, Chie literally can't do anything, actually. No, I need to start doing damage. Let's try this. That's a shit ton of SP usage. Oh, that's why. Yeah, she can use Tarkaja, I guess. I don't think she's learned Tarkaja. Stat decrease and all that. Okay.
Let's go. Someone finish this one off.
Yeah, it's really hard to get all these straight.
Senpai, that was so cool.
Stuff, I just finished debuffing. Okay, maybe I'll just do the attack, or the defense debuff. That's it.
Physical attacks won't work.
Does that reflect Almighty? Let's find out. Nope.
I couldn't defeat it.
It will reflect this, though.
It's over.
Yep. Alright. Look at how much SP that costs. Oh shit, I thought this was Chia's turn. God damn it. Whatever, this thing's weak as fuck.
Go for it.
All yours.
It just sucks that I have to spend so much SP.
Quite tenacious.
Persona! There!
Oh, I can't defeat it.
Bam.
Now Tokun's hurt pretty bad. Can you heal her?
I thank you.
Ow.
All yours.
God damn it. Stop missing. There we
Did that do it?
go. Alright.
My
That was
skills have
bad.
been honed.
What's my reward?
Now Tokun's had enough. Someone heal her.
Yeah. Wait, what? Are you saying I did all this for nothing? There we go. Chakra ring. Wow, that's so good. But then I lose the paper. You is definitely the one that uses the most spells though. But at the same time, I don't think anybody else can equip the power or the paper armor yet. Yeah. Oh, it's hard to say. It's probably worth it. I forgot to heal first. Whatever. Come on, dude. They close the room because you spanned 2 CUs. Calgary to win. Well. Were you just playing with randoms? Oh yeah, wait a minute. Where was I supposed to start from? I defeated the thing which opened the path for something. 1 second. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm trying to remember or figure out where I unlocked. Whatever, I'll just fucking run around until I find it. Holy shit, there's so many enemies left. Input wise?
Someone finish it off.
Jesus Christ.
You can win this. Just shouldn't someone heal Yukiko Senpai? Fire's no good on this. 3 enemies left. You can win this.
Yes. Yeah, I mean newer players will often just press a bunch of buttons.
Careful, guys. You're really low on health. Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start. Enemy defeated. That's the spirit, Chie-senpai.
Oh, fuck. No.
It's a no-brainer. You okay there, Kanji? Don't strain yourself.
Persona!
Yay. The bacon bullying strat.
I leveled up.
Wyvern and win the game. Yeah. A lot of people will not punish it. For whatever reason. Fuck, I don't remember what I unlocked. Oh, I know what I unlocked. It's that one door that Adachi was behind. Which I think is in the second floor of this first part. I think. Wow, these enemies are so tiny now. I wonder how many floors are in this area. Oh wait, I think I need to go. To his final moving today? I have no idea. How? Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, rare one. Don't let it get away.
Just, it's my turn.
That's the best opening I've ever seen. I don't even want to deal with this thing.
Now's your chance. Run.
It's just gonna run away before I can kill it. But yeah, I don't live with him anymore, so I don't know what he's doing. He said he was preparing to move yesterday, so maybe, yeah, maybe he's moving today? I don't know. Wait, is this like the final area? Wow, it is. Should I just try it? Wait. Do you fight the Reaper? No, I don't know what that is. Is it in this area? It's hidden in a chest. Is it a good idea to fight it? Really hard boss fight. Is it in this area, or do I have to drop back down to the other world?
Be careful. This one's
Oh, fuck. Have to find a chest.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
Like, anywhere in this world?
3 enemies dead. We have to.
He is inside. I mean, I don't know if I want to go around looking for chests everywhere. Oh, I'm dumb. One more chance. No, thank you. It's random. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do it then. I want to try the boss and see how much, because I'm probably gonna have to grind, assuming he's pretty hard, so I want to try and see how much we can learn about it. And last time I did this, it was with the Naoto boss, and I actually won somehow, so maybe I'll get lucky and win this.
Wow, I'm surprised you made it this far. Allow me to confirm the crimes you've committed thus far. You had suspicions that this world was dangerous, yet you threw Mayumi Yamano into the TV. Knowing full well that Miss Yamano died here, you did the same to Saki Konishi. Not only that, but you duped Namatame into taking over your murder attempts while you watched like a spectator at a game.
I think I have it. I don't know, actually.
Dying, you sent a warning letter to ensure more victims. Even when a copycat killer arose, you had the gall as a detective to eliminate a suspect under investigation. 2 people died in the last 6 months, and a young girl is now in critical condition. But that's not all. If at any turn something had gone wrong, many more would have succumbed. All for some foolish excitement, like a criminal reveling in the chaos he creates.
But that's what he is.
Yeah? So what's your point? All I did was put people in here. It's the world that really kills them, isn't it? This world reflects people's thoughts. Which, oh dear, does that mean the real culprits are everyone on the outside, including you?
To hell with that! You did that stuff knowing full well those people were gonna die! If that's not a crime, then what is?
You're so self-righteous.
How can you say that? Aren't you a police officer? Out of everything you could have been, didn't you specifically choose to join the police?
Don't make me laugh. Just because someone joins the police doesn't make them some kind of agent of justice. You know why I applied? So I could legally carry a gun. That's all. You'd be surprised how many are like that. I thought it would be fun too, but to tell the truth, that was a wash. Everyone around me was such an idiot. I made one tiny mistake, and they all got on my case and sent me out here to Nowheresville as punishment. I was bored shitless and wondering what to do next when I discovered this power.
I remember that GA one is... Yeah, I see that.
For crying out loud! Why a bastard like you?
A gift for having to put up with this lame job out in Nowheresville, I guess. I did that stuff because I could, and it got interesting, so I watched.
That's your reason? You can't be serious! You really don't care what happens to our world?
Let's be honest. There's nothing great about the real world, is there? It's just dull and annoying as hell. No one accepts that's the way things are. They're just stuck with it because they can't deny it either. Those who actually succeed in life, they just happen to be born with a magic ticket called talent.
Oof.
If you don't have it, you can either accept or deny that fact until you die. That's your only choice. Once you realize that, all you have left in life is despair. The ultimate game over. Wouldn't it be better if that kind of reality was wiped away?
That's complete BS!
Brats like you are so damn naive. You piss me off. Listen, you might have hopes and dreams right now, but that's only because you know nothing about reality. One day you'll see. You'll be faced with a boring reality that boxes you in, no matter where you go.
You're the only boring thing here! If you want to disappear, go ahead! Stop dragging us into it!
Stop yelling, punk. I understand you're all afraid and gotta act tough to cover it up. But geez, I'm telling you all this based on my own experience in life. Think about it for a second. Once everyone turns into shadows, they'll still keep on living, oblivious to all the things around them. So how's that different from the way it is now? No, this'll make things much easier for everyone.
Easier? What the hell are you talking about?
Come on. How many people out there actually think about what's real, or what's right and wrong? Next to none, I bet. It's useless to think about those things in the first place. You don't get anything out of facing reality, and there's no way to change it either. I mean, what could be more boring than brooding over things you can't change? It's better to just ignore them and believe only what you want to believe in life. Doesn't that sound a lot easier? It would be awesome if everyone's life could be that easy. No matter who you are, your lifespan is about 80 years or so, right? Then it'd be easier if we all just became shadows. No need to hold back. Honestly, we don't need our world anymore. Better to let it be swallowed up and for mankind to turn into shadows. That's what all those people who are scared to death really want. So it's my duty to see that they get it.
Nobody wants anything like that. It's just you, dumbass.
Jeez, don't you remember what it was like when your shadow came out? It must have been enjoying life far more than you.
Ooh.
Be careful! I don't know what's happening!
You all saw shadows as mere monsters, didn't you? These things move on pure instinct. They go wild because you defy them. You annoying little brats are the ones who are wanted in the new world!
Speak for yourself! Living is too painful for you, but you don't want to die? Of course no one would understand. It makes no sense.
Damn.
You're just throwing a tantrum like a kid who can't have his way.
People can't live alone. If you give in and sever your ties to human society, it will naturally become hard to live in it. Yet you refuse to face life and admit your fault, running from your own humanity like a coward. And though you claim to find life troublesome, you cause nothing but trouble for many others. Your twisted logic is that of an immature, egotistic brat.
Shut up! Stop trying to act all tough! You guys can't even stand on your own, unless you deny everything I said! Stupid teenagers! You have no idea what kind of shit I've been through!
It's true.
Favored by the world, my ass. I'm gonna say it flat out. You're just a worthless criminal!
Ooh.
Here he comes. This'll probably be our last battle. Let's hit him with everything we've got.
Alright, let's see what this is. It's the same boss song as Namatami. Hello.
Yo,
The
Hello.
world is about to change!
I see I missed the Adachi speech.
Yeah, I just started.
I didn't get a chance to say that. You know, when I was doing the scene when I was playing the game, I was like, man, Adachi, you're totally right. Why can't I just join your side?
I mean, it's not the worst reasoning I've seen. It's just like
You're the plague.
I don't know. For some reason I thought he was gonna be more interesting to me, but I don't feel very compelled by him for some reason.
Can't believe
But he's just totally right. Everything he said was correct.
Bastard! We can't lose no matter what.
Wait,
And
is
that's
this
why he's my
it?
favorite character.
It's just him standing here? It's not like a second form or anything?
Soda!
How long have you been streaming for?
A couple hours. I just wanted to try the fight and see how far I could get with it.
You don't think you're ready for this yet?
I don't think so. I don't know, maybe it's easier than I thought. Let me see.
Take this! A persona? But that can't be!
He has a persona! Hold on. I have to search for the, nullify buff thingy.
I see you have Michael and Uriel. Why are you building all the 4 archangels?
I don't know, they just all came into play at the end.
Soda!
Persona!
Wow, you're just countering him? Lame.
Why don't I fight him like a man?
Yeah, there are already 4 of you.
Persona! There!
Yeah, what if he had his own party? Look at this Navy pressure.
300 damage from Navy pressure.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, fight him like a man. 1v1.
I got the item from heaven that halves all the SP costs. It's great. I love it.
Who'd you give it to?
I give it to the main character because he does the most spell casting, I think. Let's be greedy and see what happens. Vorpal Blade. You know, all I can remember when I hear Vorpal Blade is in the Kuroko's basketball movie, their team is called the Vorpal Swords.
Actually, in my Tales of the Abyss stream yesterday, I found the Vorpal Blade weapon.
Darn, all my attackers are reading this turn. Where's the second form?
Well, you have to kill the first form first.
Damn brats! Shut up and
I don't even think there's a second form though.
Really?
Well, you'll see.
I'd be very sad if you nullified my stat bonuses right now.
It's over.
Or if I missed, that would also be sad.
Hey, you missed.
Whoa, what a weakling.
Well, I mean, there's like 4 of you and only 1 of him.
You're right. Is Michael the strongest of the Archangels?
Well, technically, like, in lore, he is. Actually, that's not true. He's the leader of the 4 Archangels, but I think there's, like, Metatron is, like, the more powerful angel.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him. He's in, like, every single one of these, right?
Yeah, I think you fuse, like, the 4 Archangels to make him. Something like that.
Damn it! You're all such a pain in the ass! I'll kill you! Just like I did those other ones!
Why doesn't he just shoot us?
His guns don't do anything.
Oh, nice attack, you noob.
Persona!
It's over. Take this.
Dumbass.
Come on down!
Persona.
Give me phase 2.
You don't like phase 1?
No, it's too easy.
Oh, look at this guy.
Bastards! There's no way I can lose! It makes no sense! I can't lose!
He's trying to insta-kill. What if this killed me? That would be really sad. Is there a way to tell what buffs you have on right now?
I don't know off the top of my head. But I think if it were to insta-kill you, your social links would save you. You just sacrifice your friends to succeed.
I think... What's my diva? Not my diva, my defense buff. So...
Senpai's really hurt.
No, she's fine. He will smile, but he already does that.
But now he's using it as a skill.
No, Kanji's scared.
Oh wait, I never read it. I'm countering him.
Wow, you're countering everything he does and debuffing him, and you're like, this fight's so easy.
It's
I wonder
so
why.
easy.
That's like you picking 9 against Susanoo and be like, this is so easy.
I wish it reflected and killed him. That would have been hilarious. Kanji, you suck. I wish I could have 2 Chies at this point.
Just been like Yosuke then.
I beat the game! Wow, guys, aren't you proud of me?
You leveled up your clean mob.
Yeah. Naruto should just shoot him in the head right now.
But that's a crime.
Nobody will see it.
I didn't have anywhere to go back to anyways.
Wait, is this where Chie reveals herself as the true culprit?
What the?
All humans will become shadows, and I shall descend upon the united world as the master of order.
Descend? Order? What's with this guy all of a sudden? What's happening?
Guys, this isn't Adachi. It's someone completely different.
Both this world
Former
and yours will soon
Adachi.
be enclosed in a fog that never lifts.
That's a weird name to have.
Peaceful world that
Yeah.
mankind has longed for.
Who are you?
I am Amino Sagiri, one who rules the fog, one awakened by man's do what you will, but your world's erosion cannot be stopped. It is an inevitability. You played your part well, stirring up the will of the masses into madness, but that will soon come to an end. Mankind will soon become shadows and live on in the darkness of the fog, oblivious of their reality.
What the hell are you? Why are you doing this?
I am the one that shepherds humans to their true desires. Though their hearts longed for peace, it could never be attained. So they tore down the wall between image and reality. Indeed, This
I'm
is
assuming
the
a
outcome
Menos
desired by
Sugiri
mankind.
is like a Japanese mythological god or
And
something.
mankind's desires are
No, you don't
my
even know your
desires.
Japanese lore.
I don't.
That is why I decided to expand this world.
You're saying you're the one who created this nasty-ass world?
This is part of the sea of unconsciousness that exists within human hearts. A hollow forest born from bloated desire and false imagery. Humans view things as they see fit. They wish not for truth, but rather prefer the undesirables be hidden in fog. Still, humans fear what they cannot see. That brief yearning for truth becomes a ray of light which breaks the fog and torments the shadows.
That's why they attack and kill whoever's nearby at that time. A hollow forest. Then, this place isn't simply affected by people's hearts. It actually exists inside them?
Mankind abandoned its pursuit of truth, placing itself in the depth of chaos and falsehood. Thus, my strength has grown, and the fog will not lift. Your world will be engulfed by the hollow forest.
Will you shut up already? We'll just use our power to beat the heck out of you, and it'll all be over.
It was I who made it possible for you to bring about this destiny. I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest.
He
That is
gave
what
us
allowed you to become this world,
personas.
and you all have done very well since.
Bestowed power. Contact with this world. You mean the power to enter the TV?
Then the Midnight Channel, was that phenomenon also your doing?
Humans fail to see things as they truly are. They choose to see only what they wish. I acted only in support of this. A world filled with desires, viewed through a window from which one sees what one wishes to see. Humans departed from reality of their own volition, craving more false images.
A window that shows people what they want to see.
So that's why those who got famous suddenly appeared on the Midnight Channel, one after another. It was all in people's minds.
I have to say, it must be true. The Midnight Channel we saw in Namatame's hospital room, that kept bothering me since. What we saw there wasn't Namatame's true intentions at all.
Then it came on because we were all thinking, this person must be the killer, he can't be forgiven?
We let ourselves be deluded.
Exactly. The more false images one yearns for, the more one stops yearning for reality. And so the forest grows on. That is the expansion of this world.
Enough talk already! Long story short, you're the one behind all this! Yeah, I don't know who you are, but you're going down! People want to become shadows? Their desire is your desire? To hell with that! When did we wish for that crap anyways? We kept fighting and fighting like morons to get where we're standing.
Yes, that I did not foresee. The ability to master your own shadow that emerged to kill you and use its power. A new and uncertain facet of mankind. Is it worthy to put my trust in? Or not? It must be tested.
Cutscene.
No, Adachi, what's happening for you?
Oh. Guys, you're standing in black goop.
It's Arakune.
Oh no. What the?
So this is the cause of all the fog?
Like we give a damn what you came for! You've done what you want so far, but that'll end when we crush you!
Precisely.
Then we know what we gotta do now.
I don't want people to turn into shadows.
We'll defeat it for sure. I'll back you up with everything I've got. This thing has no right to exist.
I can barely understand this thing. Here we go.
But the other fight was too easy.
Defying me is a senseless act which goes against your world's wishes. Now, let everything vanish into the sweet fog of illusion.
It's the Millennium Eye.
This time it's
Pegasus?
all over.
Let's finish off ugly here. We ain't about to let a gross-looking eyeball do whatever it wants.
Let us begin.
Alright.
Persona!
Now you didn't even get full healed in between fights. Rude.
I kind of figured that would happen.
Come on now!
Oh shit, I didn't even realize I only have this much SP restoring. That's not good. He's looking at me.
You know, and then after you finish this fight, the truth comes out this is actually Chie's eyeball the whole time.
That's a lot of HP, it seems. I might run out of SP this time. I didn't realize I didn't have any SP items left. Bam! Navy pressure to the eyeball. What is that? Meteor storm.
That's not fair. And when the boss I was fighting casted Meteor Storm, it like wiped my whole party.
Let's see. What's my best single target? It's probably Thor, but I don't want to use my SP that much. So.
But you had the one that cuts SP use in half.
Yeah, but I have a feeling this is gonna be a long fight. How do you miss a giant eyeball?
Because it's shooting out fog, so you can't see very well.
I see. No. That was not bad. Maybe I should use the hidden evasion.
Wait, isn't like Yosuke is like a super persona Susanoo?
Yeah.
I wonder if he has a special interaction with Susanoo and Cross Tag.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Well, he doesn't have it in BB Tag. He has the other one, Jiraiya.
Yeah. But so I think it'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Consider, is that truly just?
He's got lasers. What the fuck?
How does he miss with laser eyes? All he sees is literally look at you, and he shoots lasers at you.
How did I miss?
Wait, did Yukiko live with 1 HP?
He endured.
Okay.
Careful, guys. You're really low on health.
You don't say. I didn't notice that was super low on health.
Really hurt.
It still seems pretty easy.
Are you okay?
No. What was that
Senpai,
squeak?
your offense has been lowered.
Alright,
It was Kanji screaming out in pain.
I hope I have. Fuck. No, I don't think I have it. Okay, thank God. Good old Queen math.
It's weird that they spelled it as Mav, because it's like spelled M-E-D-B, and it sounds like Maeve.
Oh,
For some
is
reason.
that the like the servant from?
Yeah, the pink-haired rider in Fate Go.
Let me see. Also, Kanji's out of SP.
Don't worry, you can still use his fists and his HP, right?
True. I'm more worried about Yukiko. In fact, I probably should have just guarded that turn. Navy pressure. Oh no. You think God's judgment would just kill you? Oh fuck, I switched to the wrong one. It's fine. It's fine. It just means I won't get the defense.
Hey man, you say that God's judgment would kill like ordinary high schoolers, but you're ordinary high schoolers who wield gods as weapons.
That's true.
You okay there, Kanji? Don't strain
I'm
yourself.
gonna use an item on Kanji and hope I survive this next game.
And you're giving him the antibiotic gel.
Yes.
I don't know he was infected.
What a noob. Okay, that hurt.
Someone heal her.
Alright, let me... It's Hanuman. Hanuman's not the same as Sun Wukong, right?
I don't think so. But I think you can read like the bios of every persona if you're interested.
Navy pressure. Holy
You're playing
shit.
K like I play 9. Just spam Navy pressure.
He's a coughing now. What's going on? I feel like I should guard.
Did you know that Persona 3 had no guard function?
That sounds annoying. Oh no, he hit me with the mix-up. Well, now what do I do? Should I just keep guarding until he attacks? He has to attack eventually. What? I don't know what the point of that quest is. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Queen Madhead. No, who had it?
Wasn't it Michael? Oh no, he had the clear all details in the front of your mind.
There it is. Who's the secret boss in Devil Survivor?
You're using a boss in your party?
Yeah. If only I had Alice.
Why don't you have Alice?
I never saw her as an option. I guess I'll go the rest of the way without attack post. I'm not scared of you. You don't even hurt me.
Are you okay?
Kinda hurt.
Whoa, Kanji, are you okay?
You okay there, Kanji? Don't strain yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna be greedy. Let me just cheat and save real quick. Attack? Now what kind of attack is that? He just opened his eye at me and it hurt me.
Chia-senpai's been hit. Hang in there.
Yeah, it's cheating. You can't just knock us all down.
Woo, you're up. Time for a counterattack.
I don't know what this fog is for.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
I can still do this.
Hello?
Ow, sheesh, that hurt.
I'm back.
I have a feeling hitting him while he's doing this is not a good idea. Yeah.
I was just so disgusted with your cheating ways I had to leave.
Everybody guard. No, he cheated. I should have dispelled his buffs then. Now I'm gonna fucking... maybe I can survive.
You really think you're gonna survive his double attack buff?
Yes. Nice. Why did he do that? Inebrios? Uplifting radio, that'll help when I'm fighting a god.
Yukiko-senpai, are you okay?
I don't like that.
It is a shaking eyeball. What's so bad about that?
I don't know, apparently it shook so hard that it hurt it.
I'll give as good as I got, damn it.
If you're standing in like a big open field and you get hit by like a 10.0 earthquake, would it hurt you?
Still do this.
It's a good question.
Because like the scary thing about earthquakes, they cause everything to fall and break around you, right? But if there's nothing around you, it wouldn't do anything.
Well, I imagine if it's large enough, like even the ground would get super fucked up. Maybe it would hurt you then.
Have you ever experienced an earthquake?
Nope. Well, I think I have, like, very minor ones, but it's been so minor that I don't even notice it. Like,
Okay.
people have said, like, oh yeah, you were here yesterday, did you feel the earthquake? And I was like, no.
I've never felt an earthquake ever, so just the Canada life, you know. Instead, I experienced the snowquake.
Snowquake. Thanks a million. Stop.
Just cheer like your main DPS.
Yeah. You can't stop my stat debuffs. They're forever. I think she still has it on, actually, but it's gonna wear off. I can't do anything about it. I hope there isn't another phase. Because I am super out of SP.
So you don't need SP to win fights. You have your auto attacks.
It's true. I'm going for the greed. I'm saving Yukiko's last healing spell or something crazy.
Do you have any like item revives or whatever?
I have some revive items, and I have something that restores everybody's HP.
As long as you have items that can revive people when they're dead, you're fine.
You cheated! You can't do that.
He just auto-attacked. He flicked you with his eyelashes.
That's true. I'm not very happy with that.
Senpai, quick, someone heal her. Guys, Chie-senpai's really hurt.
Quick, someone heal her.
I think it's time to use Yukiko's last MP or SP, I guess. What do I do?
Guys, Chie-senpai's really hurt. I won't lose. Persona! There!
Alright, Yukiko is practically useless now.
Where, just use an SP recovering item.
Actually, I think I have one snuff soul or something. Well, nice damage new. Alright, this will actually hurt.
Chie-senpai's been
Actually,
hit.
that
Hang
didn't
in
hurt
there.
that bad.
It doesn't really hurt, it just knocks people over.
Maybe I should attack.
You gonna greed?
Yeah. Always greed.
Come on now!
Ow, shish, that hurt.
Is this it? Is that the final form? Or is there another form?
Now you gotta fight the other eye.
Chie's right eye.
Right eye, the forbidden one.
Oh no. Please be it.
I see. Your powers are strong. Power comes from the heart. You have proven to me killing potential. Very well. I will lift the fog from the place where you will return to. Mankind's desires are my desires. If mankind so wishes, I will return at any time. I am always at your side, watching.
Because Chie's always with us. She's by our side.
Up. We'll keep that from happening no matter what.
Time will show the path humanity takes. Children of the new potential.
Was that it?
You think it was controlling Adachi-san?
Who can say? I believe it was at least partially his own intention as well.
So that's it, huh? Fine. Live however you want. If you think you have the power to change the future, then go right ahead.
everyone has the power to do that.
Get out of here. The shadows will finish me off. Just leave me be. You came to kill me in the first place, didn't you?
No, dumbass. If we leave you here dying, and a dead body eventually appears, then what? What's that accomplish for anyone? Your stupid game's over. We're taking you back. Live and face your punishment. That's how it works in our world.
Right.
I'm sure that's the outcome Dojima-san wishes for as well.
We did it, guys! We're rank 9! Which means there's still more.
You haven't seen it's the Seekers of Truth. You haven't found all the truths yet.
That's true.
Reading Shirogane-san. We got word from Detective Dojima. He's wanted on suspicion of murdering Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi, right?
Correct.
Understood. We have an ambulance waiting downstairs. Should we have them bring the stretcher up here?
An ambulance?
Detective Dojima assumed one would be necessary. He wanted the suspect to be carefully taken into protective custody. Well, it was a personal favor to him.
They were partners, after all.
Then yes, please have them bring up the stretcher.
Understood.
How are they gonna prove anything, though? That's the real question.
Wee woo, wee woo. Are you gonna go for the true ending? Now's where you find out if you're going for the true ending or not.
Sure. I think I have to choose, right?
Do you remember what I told you last time?
I think so.
Simon, it's all sunny.
I just have to not enter the train, right?
No, you're supposed to
Oh, Makosha,
not go home
don't run like that.
and go to Junes instead.
It's for real. The fog's really gone.
We did it. This time it's for real.
So, when they say that
What's
their
up,
world would have
Senpai?
been
Did you think
swallowed
I was
up by
crying?
the fog, was it just this town or like the entire world?
It's just so bright.
I think it
It's been so
spreads
long
to the
since
entire
sky
world.
was that
Okay.
blue.
I was gonna say, if it's just the town, then the scale of this game is pretty tame compared to Devil's
Well, I know like
Survivor.
the deal with a lot of like SMT games in general is just like you start off as normal people and there's like some sort of crisis that maybe affects the town or maybe like the country at most.
Yeah.
But then by the end you find like some sort of
won.
eldritch god who wants to
Yeah.
like destroy the universe or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh? What are we doing?
Hip hip hooray!
What's this?
Everyone ready? Here goes. We did it! Woohoo! Why didn't you guys say it?
I think that was a little too hard to get on the spot.
Which part did you mean for us to say?
The woohoo part!
Can we just do it over? Man, having to redo something like this kinda kills the fun of it. Alright, Chia, do that weird call again.
Well, not if you're gonna call it weird.
Now we're just gonna all hold our hands in a circle and do nothing.
People are beginning to stare. I don't think we should stay like this much longer.
My hand's getting kind of sweaty.
Sheesh. Fine then. It's all yours, Sensei.
Does this affect the true ending?
Which one are you gonna say?
We did our best. Oh, they said.
Are you gonna say
woo
woohoo?
We found the truth.
Or did we?
Now I can make Lucifer now that the game's over.
Lucifer is such an OP persona, though.
Rebel King of Hell.
Dude, aren't you supposed to do this before you start something, not after it's over?
Huh? Well, who cares?
Oh god, Teddy's left. It's not true. She is still alive. We left her alive. Whoa, it skipped all those days. Wait, this isn't it, right? It has to do with the train station?
Yeah, it's like when you're leaving.
Okay. Wait, do I have like free time now?
No, I don't think you get to do much.
Okay.
It's just looking like a bunch of cutscenes.
Roaches. That's disgusting. Oh god. Oh god, there's still roaches in his costume.
Don't worry about it, Kanji.
That's disgusting. You done fucked up, Yosuke?
Yeah, it's the bros party. Why isn't Chie there, though? He's the most manly member of the party.
She's murdering more people. Why did I friend zone Yukiko and would they have been here? Well, the friend zoning wasn't the mistake. The real mistake was I didn't realize you could unlock now to a social link by doing a certain event.
So, so you didn't end up getting a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh. And so that's why you didn't hang out with your girlfriend on Christmas.
Yeah, it's just me and my bros, man.
So the kid.
Oops.
I think we can safely leave the rest to the police.
You told me about it, and I did it eventually. But by that time, there had already passed, like, I think a month at least. So, I had lost my chance.
You should have just dated Rise.
I could have dated any of them.
What'll you do
But
now,
it's
Teddy?
okay.
You're not going back over there, are you?
You better
I
not
have
be done,
Queen Mab
Don't know
with
how much
me.
you worried us last time.
The true life.
I won't suddenly disappear like that again.
Damn straight you won't. Man, just stay here, alright?
Dojima.
Hey, it's me. Good news. It looks like they're letting Nanako come home for a bit.
She's coming home.
She's awake again, and she's got a good amount of strength back, too. All goes well, she might be able to leave the hospital for the time being. And as for me, they said I just needed to see a doctor regularly. So I'm planning to come home with Nanako today. Sorry I had to stick you with all the housework. I'll make up for it somehow.
Nanako-chan's coming home? I'm so happy for her.
Me too. I'm really glad. The fog's all gone over here because everyone tried so hard. And now Nana-chan's gotten better.
The girlfriend mixed. Hey man, that was messed up. I've never seen anything like that.
She's such an amazing girl.
Seriously. Thank heavens she's okay.
Teddy is giving her the hover hands.
Where are you touching?
Whoa, Teddy. Oof.
Well, one thing's certain. It's party time! Let's throw a big Christmas party for Nanako-chan.
A party, you say? I'm sure Nana-chan will be delighted.
We'll need a cake then.
Guys, please say you're not gonna...
Huh? We're gonna make one.
Of course we're gonna make one.
I've already researched the ingredients.
Hey, wait a sec. Whoa there! That's way too tall an order for you!
Too tall enough.
Let's go to the grocery department. Come on, Nato-kun, you too.
But I've never baked a cake.
Is she also a bad cooker?
Don't worry, neither have we.
Oh no.
Oh, the meme.
That's not a cake.
It's so warm.
So this is the fabled Kotatsu.
I was really looking forward to the new Kotatsu.
Yeah, you talked about it all the time at the hospital. Nanako's going back for a close checkup tomorrow, but at this rate, the doctors say she can leave the hospital soon.
Now that I think about it, have you ever seen Nanako and Adachi in the same room before?
We would have been able to buy the Kotatsu.
Actually, yes, I have. But
Yeah.
I don't mind, since Big Bro and everyone came to rescue me.
Yeah, it's not like I'm traumatized
Sorry
now.
for the wait.
Oh no. The Christmas edition of Mystery Food X is about to be served.
Are they finally gonna get it right?
Bring it on. I'm ready. Got my insurance card and everything.
It's a cake!
Hey, this is bigger than I imagined.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Wait, Nanako-chan. I'll be the first one to...
She's dead! No!
Oh!
It's delicious! It tastes really good!
That can't be. No. Has she lost all sense of taste? Did you guys really make this?
Huh? Of course we did.
Does it actually taste like something?
I heard some doubt there.
It's not hot, is it? How is it, Kanji?
It's amazing!
You know what they say about true talent not needing to show off? Turns out we had good taste in cooking.
See,
after all.
Naoto did everything. They made a good thing only when Naoto was
Then
there.
again, this one was our third.
yeah, and yet you still didn't want to date her.
Hey, Yosuke!
I tried.
Chan and the others really are talented chefs. 3 stars for sure.
Impossible. This actually tastes good. Wait, I didn't already pass out, did I? This isn't a dream, right?
I'm not a monster.
Nana-chan, guess what I have? Ta-da! A Christmas present for you!
Oh boy.
Oh, it looks just like you.
I wish I could have made it look But I thought it'd keep you company at the hospital, Nana-chan.
Can you imagine if I went to your house and gave you a present and it was like a statue of myself?
Isn't that nice of him, Nanako? Teddy fur.
Thank you, Teddy.
I have to thank you all again. Adachi confessed to the 2 murders. He insists it was him who hung the bodies, too. There are still things that are unclear about his story, but he's most likely gonna pay for his crimes.
Yippee!
Anyway, this was one strange case. If what you said about a world inside the TV was true, then
We
everything
could
might
do
make
that,
sense.
Kasha. I don't know. I don't think I'm very good at sculpting.
Some things in this world just can't be explained. Like Nanako. She made a miraculous recovery, and now she's as healthy as ever. Back in the day, my own senpai on the force told me something. There's an underside to everything that you can never see. This case has made me think about a lot of things.
Give Final a statue of yourself.
You've helped us out.
He's gonna be in Chicago. There's no way I could.
It was meant to be the
You
other
gotta
way
give it
around,
to him
really.
before he leaves, so it can be like his parting gift. He can remember you by the statue of yourself.
There isn't much time left until spring, but I hope I can do some catching up until then.
That's right. You're only here until spring, huh?
Senpai, you're going back?
It won't be the same without you.
Sensei? Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, to where my real friends are.
Well, I mean, like, Rise is a traveling idol, and Naruto isn't even from here either, so...
Don't forget,
true.
there are people waiting for you. When you get home, show your parents how much you've grown this
Oh
past
yeah, I
year.
forgot I have parents.
And then if they're okay with it, you can come back here at any time.
Maybe you
Come on,
don't have
spring's
parents,
a
you just
long
kind of
ways off,
spawned.
right? Let's have all the fun we can until then.
Maybe you're the killer.
Oh no.
Hey, don't get too carried away. My sis would kill me if you got yourself held back a year.
Oh.
Do
but
we
then
ever
you
get to
wouldn't
see
have
his
go
parents?
Back, huh?
Parents? What are those?
Wow, if that happened, I'd be in the same grade as Senpai.
What are these answers?
Call me senpai anyway.
Whoa, time travel. What if this isn't a calendar? It's how many people Chie's killed.
You also missed out on Valentine's Day because you didn't have a girlfriend.
Darn. Wow, are you saying I can't spend Valentine's Day with my bros?
I mean, you probably did off screen.
This game isn't progressive. Oh? The real good
All done
ending?
packing? Well, if you forget anything, I'll mail it to you.
I mean, how could it get much better? I feel like we solved everything and everybody's
Can
happy.
I go answer the door?
No,
Not a
don't
Dachi.
answer the door.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sure. Go answer it. There's nothing to worry
Oh
about.
no. This is where Adachi's twin brother comes in.
Seeing her so
Badachi.
cheerful like that. Nothing makes... I already bought your train ticket for tomorrow. It leaves at 9 o'clock. Today's your last day here. Go see your friends. This might be your last chance. to
Don't
talk
skip
to
the dialogue.
That's true. You should wander around the town.
Are you going out? Be careful.
She's holding a letter. What is it? You forgot to kill the real final boss. Don't I have
Chie.
a chance to? Is this where I go?
I gotta kill the real final boss, Chie.
So is this where I go back into the TV world? She's gonna become a police officer.
And the killer was a police officer.
Oh, Senpai.
Chie is smiling sadly. I wonder why.
Because she killed him. Oh no.
Ooh, this guy's something you have a close bond with.
Yes. I have to say goodbye to everybody.
Did you max out your social link with Kanji?
Yep.
It's gay.
I think I maxed it with everybody. Oh yeah. Not with Naoto.
No, Naoto.
It's everybody but Naoto.
Ah, the irony.
Oof. Thank you very much. Now he's like gone forever. Where is everybody? Are they at school? Wow, they're just literally inside the school, huh? Why is this person here? That's pretty suspicious.
He's setting up the bomb.
There's too many killers. Oh, maybe they're in the classroom. Maybe not. Wow. Where are you people?
You have to sense them with the power of friendship.
What about the practice building? What about practice building floor 2? Alright. Maybe they're at the food court? There we go.
Yo!
Did you max your social link with the fox?
Yep.
Did you max your social link with the soccer player?
Nope. I think I maxed it with all of the investigation except Naoto and the nurse and the band girl. And I think that's it.
Did you max it with the Dachi?
Nope. Not in this game.
It's only in Golden.
I'll friend zone everybody. Wow, you think Teddy could hurt me? Where's Naoto? You know, she's around. Wait, are the only ones appearing? Is the only ones who are appearing the ones with max social link?
I think so. Yeah, have friends on everybody because you want Naoto as your girlfriend and then you don't even date Naoto.
I've never known love. That's not true.
It's okay, Kasha. Queen Mob won't abandon you.
That's true. There are others? I guess I maxed it with Dojima and Nanako. Not all of them. Who am I missing? And where could they be?
Make sure you save.
Like in the butterfly thing?
You're not gonna say goodbye to your friends in the velvet room?
Are you allowed to? Nope. The game doesn't consider them to be good friends. Maybe they're
social.
I'm missing Yukiko.
You picked the shrine.
It's. I thought it would be the shrine. That's why I came here. Where could she be? Did I not?
Have you checked the Amagi Inn?
Are you allowed to go there?
I don't think so.
Darn. Did I miss somewhere in the school? Okay. Let me check the river again, even though I'm pretty sure I checked the whole river. Where is Yukiko? Don't, no. No. Is this the first of Chie's new murder spree?
You gotta go to the bus and take the bus to the Amagi Inn.
I don't think that's right.
Wanna bet?
I'll humor you after I check the school. Okay, it's gotta be somewhere. Maybe she's in the bathroom. Darn it.
Did you talk to the band girl yet?
Nope, I don't know where. Oh, she's probably in the band room. Actually, that makes sense.
Oh, Senpai.
What do you mean it's a mess? It looks the same as usual. That'd be funny if the fog just came back after I left.
Well, then we prove that you're the murderer.
Oh no. It was my eyeball. Where's Yukiko?
I told you, take the bus.
Are you trolling me or actually?
Do you not trust me? I'm your friend.
I feel like this is not where she is. Oops. Wow, I didn't actually. Alright, you were right. The bus.
Why don't you ever listen to me?
I don't know, I just sort of assumed she would be in the normal areas. Wow, I don't even get to see her anymore.
Wow, were you in an illicit relationship?
No, I would never. I was just the janitor.
What a waste of a bus trip.
I'm very happy.
I came here to see the vending machine, actually. She kept thinking about me. Do you think she likes me?
No, there's no way. You two are just good friends.
Yeah, there's no way. Yes, good friends.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
What do you mean others I share a close bond with? Who else do I have? I didn't even max it with the fox. I'm so confused.
Try talking to
Kojima? Yeah, I was about to say they're the only ones left. I don't get to say goodbye to Adachi at the jail.
You didn't max out your social link with him.
Hey, what the? Most of them.
Yeah, you matured from just some useless city wannabe into a cold hard killer.
Big bro.
You'll forget me.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would say.
Wow. I see.
The true waifu.
Wow. A quirk of fate, huh?
Oh, there it is. What are you gonna do? Wait, did you say yes?
Yeah.
You're supposed to say no.
Oh, I thought it was just.
There goes the true ending.
No.
Are you kidding?
I thought it was gonna be at the train station.
I told you, you're not supposed to go home, and then you're supposed to go to the food court.
Whoa, what happened? The game glitched out. Darn it, now I have to skip all
this. This stream is so fraudulent.
I have the power to time travel. Right now I'm using it to fast forward time.
That's also why I told you to save, because I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but you didn't save.
Oh, maybe I could just reset the emulator. How do I...
Why wouldn't resetting the emulator do anything?
Because I actually saved. Here, let me try it actually. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that. Never mind.
Just load your save file.
Well, I can reset it, but I'm scared it's gonna delete everything for some reason. 10 years and the playthrough is not over. Technically, we're almost over.
I mean, technically, Kasha picked the wrong answer and got the normal ending, so...
It's true. But then I used my time stone to turn back time.
Also, don't worry, Sherman, I finished my playthrough yesterday, even if you dodge my stream all the time.
See, look, I just fast-forwarded time again. What happens if I pass the Christmas party? Sleeping is not dodging. It's only not dodging if you were dreaming about the stream. Alright, while we catch back up, I'm probably going to leave after the stream's over because I need to go shopping, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was probably gonna head out too because I think I have a friend coming over after I'm done eating.
Sounds good.
I'm just eating right now while I watch your stream and watch you fail the one job you had. Clicking, no, I don't want to go home.
Hey man, maybe I just really wanted to sleep early. Why is there no skip button?
Because you have to read what your friends are saying.
Macho metal. So, sleep, party. Technically, I got 2 endings at once.
Well, I don't know, you might screw up the option again.
That would be hilarious. And if I did, I'd be very sad. Why didn't I save earlier than that?
I told you! You gotta save. I knew you were gonna screw it up.
Just remember, Kasha, I need to play the game again. No. I already told you what I'm streaming next.
Pokemon.
No.
Tales of Symphonia.
No.
Tales of the Abyss.
No.
Tales of Vesperia.
No.
Shower with your dad simulator.
Yes.
I knew it. Got it on my first try.
Don't do Persona. I don't own it, and I have no way to play it. And I'm not going to stream the game I don't have. So.
Why not? You're streaming Persona 4 right now.
I have the game.
Yeah, this is a game. You're totally streaming a game you don't have right now. Don't lie to me.
I'm playing on a PS2 right now.
We're waiting on a coach on. I'll be the first one to.
You had what?
No.
But yeah, if you don't remember, Sherman, I had a poll, and if you remember the winner, it was Zelda. Which I know you are a huge fan of.
Which Zelda is it again?
It's Twilight Princess.
Okay. Have you played it before?
I played it once. A Twitter poll. It had 30-ish votes.
Yeah, and I was one of them.
Teddy.
People voting. I mean, the other options were all... Actually, the other options were actually older than that one.
There's any. What? Like, there's a. This.
I forgot you made the list. Wow. There were 1. And/or Nintendo games, 3. Spring has come. Hey man, what do you have against Nintendo games?
Yeah, why wasn't Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger story mode on there?
Waiting for the day they make real stuff.
Back
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
In Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger, if you wanted 100% of the story, you had to lose every fight as well as win every fight, and also win fights under certain conditions.
Yeah. You know what? You hate Nintendo games, but there was a Blaze Blue on Nintendo. They ported, I think it was CS or CP to the DS.
Sure.
I think that was CS, and then also CF is on the Switch.
That's true.
Today.
Actually, when I saw Adroth at the tournament, he showed me he had the DS with CS. And it displays all the like special inputs on the bottom screen.
Actually, I remember in CT, I think they released like a portable version for CT. It was either for, like the PSP or something like that, like some handheld system, and that version had unlimited characters for the rest of the cast sooner than the console version did.
Ooh.
Like, it came with limited characters for like Tiger and everybody else, because on console it was originally Ragna, V13, Hakumen, and New. Those are the only ones. And then they released the others as DLC after the handheld version came out.
Okay. But yeah, after Zelda, which I have no idea how long it's gonna take. I imagine it'll be shorter than this game for sure, but I haven't played it. I've only played it once, and it's been a long time, so I won't remember a lot of what to do.
Why don't you just play Pokemon? You can name your Pokemon after the people watching your Twitch.
Because it wasn't the #1 poll.
But
I'll
it was what I
probably...
voted
That's true. The people have overridden you. But, I think after Zelda, I plan to stream Valhalla, and then after that it'll be whatever else was on the poll, and I think Pokemon was second, if I remember correctly.
Darn it, how can I watch your stream if you're streaming a bad game like Valhalla?
Darn. It's almost like the poll was biased. Well, yeah, I mean, I would totally play what I want.
No, you have to play what the people want. That's what you just said to me. You were overwritten, or I was overwritten by the people.
Well, I play what the people want, but I give them the choices because I'm in control.
It's time for me to hack your stream. And I choose what you stream.
No. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if I was streaming a game as long as this game if I didn't like it? That'd be the worst stream ever. It was 50 hours! Granted, I had to read all the dialogue and everything, and figure
That's
the
important.
game out, but yes. It did take quite a long time.
Except right now when you're not reading the dialogue.
That's because I already read it earlier. 50 hours is like 4 days.
Yeah, that's technically not true at all, but 50 hours is like 2 days. Like 2 straight days.
Yeah, I could have just done 48-hour stream. Is that a challenge?
I challenge you to do that.
I don't know if I could.
Wow, you're backing down from my challenge?
It would have to be... I don't know what type of game I could play for 48 hours.
An RPG.
Well, first of all, I would need some way to change my sitting position. League. You want a 48-hour solo queue stream?
I miss when Kasha streamed League.
That was a long time ago. Did I delete the poll? No, I didn't. It's on Twitter. Not Discord. I think I linked it as a Twitter. Like, I linked it in Discord. But it was like my Twitter status, I'm pretty sure. That's right, I need to take the bus. If I remember correctly, the poll was Twilight Princess got first, then Platinum, then Fire Emblem, then Labyrinth of Dawn, I think.
What did Shy with your Dad Simulator come in?
Last.
What are you gonna stream for Halloween?
Zelda. It's a scary game, dude. They have monsters and skeletons and...
Yeah, I guess I'd be scared too if I was forced to play an awful game.
No.
No. Yeah, he friend-zoned every woman except he wanted to date Naruto, and then he didn't even date Naruto.
I chose my bros.
Thank.
He went down the CH final route.
Yes. I did date Kanji, or at least I tried to, but the game refused.
Or you can have your gay romance in Persona 6.
Is there gonna be a Persona 6?
I mean, probably, but not anytime soon. Did you talk to the band girl?
Yeah. Just wait for SMT5.
Oh, I love waiting for Never. I remember when I started getting to visual novels, which was in 2012. I was keeping track of some visual novels I was interested in that were being translated, and I kept a record of the translation speed, which I still do to this day, and it's not done translating.
Well, that's fine. You just gotta wait till never.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I have like this big text document where I keep track of the progress of translation every single week, and I've been doing that since 2012, and it's still not done yet.
Dang. Hey, now I can watch the anime.
Yeah, technically, if I had just learned Japanese in 2012, it would have been faster.
That's true. Alright, here we go. Should I say yes?
Yes! You gotta go to the food court.
It's the price of being a bigger weaver. Oops, wrong button. No. Wait. It's trying to prevent me. Game makers should learn recognize.
Oh, here it is. You're on the true ending now. Don't skip the dialogue.
Huh?
What a coincidence! It must be destiny!
I just saw you guys like 5 minutes ago.
Ah, so you guys came here too?
It's our very own special headquarters. There's so many memories here.
Yo there, Senpai. I thought you'd be here.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow, but I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
Ooh, let's have steak! Steak! And make Yosuke pay for everything.
Will you shut up about your steaks?
Wow, he doesn't even care that he's paying for everything.
I really had fun in this world.
Remember that time where you got kidnapped and almost killed?
Dude, your whole existence is about fun. Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever, but
I don't
at the
know
same time,
about
it
that.
felt like it went so
I think it was more fulfilling when I got Diamond and League.
Or tear our hair out, trying to
But
solve
you
the
guys
mystery.
like defeated a god.
Yeah, but I defeated the gods of solo queue and I got Diamond.
Even if we wanted to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us. Come to think of it, for me, I think it all started when
know.
Chie told me about the Midnight
I
Channel.
forgot I'm not allowed to mention League when Sherman's
I think I
around.
heard about it from her too. How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it.
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
Didn't that ominous something monster say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest. In other words, He gave the power to enter TVs to those who awaken to their persona ability, so that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Pawns.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you? Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait. Then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
There must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai? A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning.
A letter. Adachi.
Huh? This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over. As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started, about that midnight channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
Who's the last person?
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the Midnight Channel, the ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor?
Is it
Did I strike
Dio?
gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head.
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
Is it Igor and Margaret? I can't even remember.
Did you just say Igor?
Isn't that his name?
It's Igor.
Which we
Oh.
succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme... Could it be
She
the whole
ate?
thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
It's the scheme behind the schemer.
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
But I have to
Can't
leave
say our
tomorrow.
goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads? Let's go figure this out.
It was none of those, right? I'm pretty sure. You know, I was the gas station attendant, right? Man, it's been so long ago, I can't even remember what happened at the beginning of the game. I think the first scene is you appear in the Velvet Room, right? That's why you don't play a game forever. Hey, man.
You gotta look for Dojima and Nanako. They're the true culprits!
I knew it. I didn't know.
They're not home! They're out killing people!
No. But I saved them.
You just saved the true murderers. How does that make you feel?
No. Oh, hello.
Hey. Yeah. What's wrong?
Hey, big bro. Well.
Hmm. Hmm. I see.
Yeah.
This is like some meme shit. It was the gas station guy all along. Are you behind all this?
Have you ever walked up to a stranger to ask him, are you behind all this? Did you give me the power?
Did you give me the power? Wait, I talked to this girl, right? Yeah. So what do I do? This is the gas station. Do I just talk to everybody? Let's see. Hopefully...
You
What's
gonna
up?
talk to your friends?
I thought they told me to call them an hour. Why did I come back here?
So you can hang out with Dojima.
Maybe something there will jog your memory. Am I allowed to go to the food court? No. Am I allowed to go to school? No. Alright, so it's somewhere in town.
You didn't check the Dojima residence.
I did not. What am I missing? Oh. That makes more sense.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with? Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied?
Yes.
What may that be?
Your nose.
Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Whoa.
Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well.
I'm burning.
I don't have that ability. I play Susanoo.
What is this?
That is a crystal of power, which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in
Yeah,
it.
am I a
and
truth
continue without
god
faltering.
now?
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
It's
Yeah,
raining.
Kasha. Go to the place where everything began.
Did you give me the power? Did you give me the power? Is this a cutscene?
So the last battle wasn't enough for you? You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
Yes.
You
This
must have by
guy or
now.
girl, I don't know,
Isn't that why you came?
looks very normal and not creepy at all.
Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now.
He was voiced from the very beginning.
Give it
right?
some thought, why don't
Yeah,
you?
and actually,
mind
when you
if you're a
started the
student.
playthrough in the Twitch chat, specifically said the gas station attendant's my favorite character.
Now I think I remember. I was like, it's pretty cool that they voiced all the
You're not
characters.
the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?
To learn the truth. Did you give me this power?
What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal.
Whoa. Whoa.
I am Izanami.
No.
Ah, the true villain!
No, this can't be happening.
An aspect of myself that I birthed long
Ribcage!
No.
I had not
I
imagined.
play this game to forget the pain.
And now, you face me with it. I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
So that's a female then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess technically gender doesn't matter when you're a god. But she was disguised as a dude. But she's
Hey, are you
actually a
alright?
female.
Who is that you were just talking to?
Just a floating gas station
Did she
attendant.
just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
So, it wasn't over after all.
Actually, do you remember in that one arc
saying this
when you like
so-called
went
Izanami
to
is the conductor,
the island
she's
area and
waiting
you were
for us
talking
in
to
the other
that one
world?
teacher for the lecture? He was teaching you all about
I'm
Izanami.
sure it'll all happen
Ah,
again.
yes.
Huh?
That's true.
Okay, the others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is
But I
really gonna
can't
close
beat
the
her.
case.
She has rib cage.
Right. We'll defeat her and
Unlimited
put an end to this for
Izanami.
sure
She
this
even
time.
showed her float off.
Yeah, she
Then
was
once
using
we're
her
all ready,
foot.
let's meet up at Juness.
Hey guys, sorry to tell you this, but I have to leave on a train tomorrow, so you guys can take care of this.
Yeah, this is your problem.
Alright, so I'm gonna enter the TV and then probably close stream.
You should probably buy items first.
Oh, can I not leave after I enter?
Well, I don't know, but I think you should buy items regardless, just in case.
Let's see. Wait, that's the wrong shop. No, not the capsule machines. I don't have much money, but everything's discounted. That sounds pretty. Oops, not 8 of them.
It's like all your money.
I don't suppose they sell any SP related things, do they? No, they don't. I guess I'll buy some of these.
Just remember, this is the final dungeon, and you can't really come back and do it again tomorrow because you're leaving tomorrow, right? So you gotta do it all today.
That's true. I can still use the velvet room from inside the TV though, right?
Probably.
I'll save outside and see what happens.
How do you feel about the plot twist?
All right.
It's okay. It sort of feels a little over the top that there's like a schemer behind the schemer behind the schemer.
I told you, the final boss in all these SMT games are always just like some super eldritch god.
Yeah, but
and Amino Sagiri isn't mainstream enough to count.
I guess so. I mean, if I think about Devil Survivor, the scale definitely gets way out of hand. But
and also, if you're familiar with Japanese lore, Amano Sagiri was birthed from Izanami anyways, so...
Unlike anything, and it seems like a new area has formed.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there. That reminds me. That Amino something we beat said stuff like, "We'll meet again." If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
I have a new theory though.
Damn straight.
Amano Sagiri it's a coughing that spews the fumes out, but now he's gonna turn into a wheezing and we can't stop him once he does that.
Well, also, didn't you notice, like, your very first persona was Izanagi?
I did. I saw that.
And then the boss is Izanami?
Huh?
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way, I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Right! All for one and one for all!
So long as someone's got your back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future!
So we can see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
By the way, did you say at some point you're gonna play Devil Survivor 2 or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
He always has to try to make himself look all cool.
I mean, I've already seen the anime.
It makes my
Oh, that's
skin
true.
crawl.
Well, I still won't say anything
Just
because
fleas
the
on your
anime
ratty old suit.
has a
I
different
spilled
ending
juice on you
actually.
earlier.
Okay.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Well then, let's do this.
Yeah, so I can still use the velvet. Is it the... I'm assuming it's the ominous bedroom? Or is that where Adachi was? Oh, that's where Adachi was. Wait, no. Get the hell out of here. I talked to her to get out, right? No. There we go. Whoa. Cool. This looks very interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna save here and close up stream. I don't know how long it'll take me to beat this last dungeon or boss. But, I mean, today we got through the whole dungeon and the boss and the end game, so...
And that's all it sucks in this game, is the last dungeon and the boss. That's it.
Yeah. Alright. So, maybe next. Do you think I could finish it in one stream next time?
Probably.
Okay, so next weekend I will try my best to finish it. And if not, I will have to grind off stream after losing to the boss humiliatingly and then come back.
Don't worry, it's not humiliating to lose to Izanami, the most broken character.
That's true. Anyway, yeah, that'll be it for me this week. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
See ya.